Hello, everybody, and welcome to our super special solstice call. Anytime we get together when there is a natural event, when there is a celestial event, whether it's a new moon, whether it is a full moon, whether it's a retrograde entry, exit point, whether it's an eclipse, or whether it is the summer or winter solstice, every time we get together in a group, great things can be expected. So by all means, look forward to there being many shifts, lots of light coming in, because the winter solstice, which is where we are today, the winter solstice is all about moving to longer nights. Tell me, what does night mean to you? Basically, the time of dark is increasing. Because of the sun, we have a length of day, which is light, and we have a length of night, which is dark. The winter solstice marks the increase of the night time. What does night mean to you? What does dark mean to you? And while y'all are mentioning what it means to you, I also want to say a huge thank you for those of y'all who showed up earlier and who mentioned what was on your mind, what you were going through, what the situation was, what is the reaction, what is the body part that's most impacted, because already a clearing has been set up for all of these that you have already shared with us. Like, for example, Lena mentioned blood circulation. Gwen mentioned belly bloating, eating projects. Prajakta is having stuff going on in the neck and back. Benzi has some pain and tingling. Samiksha's pregnant, and congratulations, Samiksha, wants the best for her baby. Batul is looking at financial stability. Namrata is looking at relationships with children. The fact that you can acknowledge what's going on and put it down already means some sort of activity has started for it to be cleaned, cleared, healed. 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 Samiksha says night means rejuvenation, but dark is fear. Excellent, excellent, which is a very balanced answer. Dr. Radha says rest and rejuvenation. Superb. Mona says quiet time and rest. And these are all the understandings we have about night. What does night mean to you? Lena says night means dark equals terror. Yogita says deep realization. Fantastic. Bendy says time to rest, time to recharge. Fantastic. Shruti says negativity. Awesome. Dr. Radha says I love nights. Quiet and deep, so much to explore. Dipali also says rest time. Kulkrit also says change. And Nishi says sweet dreaming. Superb, superb, superb. Night is a time of rest, relaxation, recuperation. Nighttime is also the time of very deep healing. Whatever you have gone through in the day, when you take time off in the night to rest, relax, go to sleep, your healing of whatever has happened in the day begins. Radha says it's a time of exploration. Yes, because the quiet of nighttime, the silence of nighttime is required for you to hear yourself better, as well as listen in to the messages of the universe better. It's also a time of dreaming. Nighttime, I think, if I summed it up in 2 words, and I think you all will agree, and there is fear with these 2 words, or there is joy with these 2 words, because of what nighttime brings to us, the silence, the quiet, the need to rest, the sleep, the dreams, the vision, the thoughts. And the 2 words are go within. Some of us enjoy the going within. Some of us do not. It's very scary because we are haunted, we are terrorized, we are traumatized by the tyranny of our own thoughts and pasts and memories. So for some of us, this is not fun. For some of us, this is great joy. This going within is also required for one more reason, because nighttime, as seen as dark times, where do seeds germinate, my lovelies? In the dark. Yellows, everybody. Hi, Renu from Delhi. Welcome in. And Namrata says, in the dark, yes. Seeds germinate in the dark. And there are some seeds that don't need the dark, but they are the exception rather than the rule. All seeds need the dark. In the dark, growth takes place. Because healing takes place. Because we are given in darkness the way we cannot be given in light. And not that we all don't want the light. Who doesn't want to feel lighter right now? Only if your answer is no, say no. We all want to feel lighter. And what is lighter? Lighter is the ability to have more light. Lighter is the ability to maintain more lightness. All of us seek the lightness of being, and all of us have something or the other going on with the dark. We cannot have lightness of being without seeds germinating in the dark. We need the dark because light is maintained only in rest, relaxation, sleep, dreams, and quietness of the conscious mind. More light, more gold. Absolutely. All of us want it. Literally. Who doesn't want more gold? We all want more gold. And gold is light. Light is gold. The dark supports us to strengthen in order to maintain the gold. If you take out a seed halfway through its time of germination in the dark, what will happen? It will die, but it will grow a bit first. Little bit, something it will try, because the strength that the darkness has put in, it will develop. But because the time of darkness has not been enough, the strength is not fully enough, therefore it will not grow to its maximum potential. One of the things that is always recommended around new moon times, and by the way, new moon are complete darkness times. One of the things that's recommended for solstice, the winter solstice, is this, that you allow yourself this time to recover, recuperate, rejuvenate, rest, relax. One of the reasons we have the world's biggest festival, and I say biggest festival because even though not all of us are Christians, all of us are impacted by the spirit of Christmas, by Christ consciousness. Globally, Jesus Christ is one of the most beloved figures. We have getting together with family. We have getting together over food. We have getting together over hymns, getting together over going to church, getting together over celebrations, getting together over giving and receiving gifts, and getting together with light. In your city, when you celebrate Christmas, isn't that the time you have the most amount of light on? Your entire city gets lit up, right? Hotels, restaurants, houses, there is more light that gets put on because there is more darkness. There is also one understanding that in the hemisphere where there is winter right now, the time leading up from the solstice to December 25th, 26th is the darkest nights of all, which is why we need more light. We need more family. We need more friends. We need to get together like this. We need to be hugged and we need to be held. And therefore, before we get into how we are going to plant our seeds, get comfortable with the dark and therefore allow our light bodies to be stronger, to have more light. Please close your eyes, everybody. I want you to see you holding hands with everybody from India. Holding hands with everybody from the UK. Holding hands with everybody from the US. Holding hands with everybody from Japan. Holding hands with everybody from China. Holding hands with everybody from Australia. Holding hands with everybody from the Middle East. You don't even need to know where they are. You will still end up holding hands. Holding hands with everybody from Africa. Holding hands from everybody from Russia. Holding hands with everybody from Ukraine. Holding hands with everybody from South America. Holding hands with everybody from the Hawaiian Highlands. Holding hands with everybody from the Antarctic. Holding hands with everybody from Alaska. Holding hands with everybody from the group, connecting through our holding of hands, the entire globe. And I want you to see this circle. All of us, however you see us, however you see each other, all of us, gigantic circle encircling the globe. Holding hands, and from the center of our hearts, a light shoots out. It shoots out and meets somewhere over an ocean. A big ball of love, gold, and light starts forming in the center. It grows. As more and more light is sent from us, this globe grows. The gold grows, the light grows. It grows, it grows, it grows. It starts growing so rapidly that even though you're the one who's feeding this ball is now growing and becoming closer to each one of you. You are still feeding this ball of gold and light. The ball envelops our gigantic circle and all the nations, seas and oceans, flora and fauna in our circle. We're still feeding the gold and the light, and it expands beyond us, beyond us, beyond us, beyond us, beyond us, beyond us, until you can zoom out and you see Earth and you see this ball of light enveloping Earth. It's golden light. It's gold and it's light. I want you to zoom above Earth and make sure that the enveloping of the gold and the light is going above the North Pole Go to the opposite side as you see Earth, and I want you to see the enveloping of the gold light, the ball settling on the opposite side, and then from the South Pole reaching the side that you first saw when you zoomed out. All of Earth, in our holding of hands, in our shared humanity, in our shared joys and our shared sorrows, we are all gold, we are all light. Bring your palms together and very gently start clapping. Very gently. You're not really clapping. What you're doing is sending out waves. And as you're clapping, the gold white light enveloping the globe ripples. You can see the waves moving. You can see the waves going around the earth. And as the waves are going around the earth, the gold and light starts getting absorbed by our oceans, by our nations, by our people, by our animals, by our plants, by our trees, by our insects, by all life on earth. Keep gently clapping. The gentle sonic waves of your clapping will allow for the globe to absorb this. And once you have a sense that it's done, that you can see Earth but you can't see the golden white enveloping it anymore, release your palms. Your palms will be vibrating a lot. Keep them facing up to the ceiling. And bring your attention to your breath. Breathe in and breathe in consciously. Breathe in till you can't breathe in anymore. And when you can't breathe in anymore, you start breathing out. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out till you can't breathe out anymore. Next round, breathe in and see that golden white ball of light. Breathe in the gold, breathe in the light. Breathe in till you can't breathe in anymore. And when you breathe out, you're also breathing out the gold and the light. One last time to absolutely cement our bond with each other, as well as every other person, every other living being on this planet. One more time, inhale, and as you inhale, in the TV screen of your third eye, you can see the gold, the light that was around Earth. Inhale, 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 till you can't inhale anymore. And when you exhale again, the gold and the light. Straighten your spine, lengthen your spine. Postures corrected, postures corrected, postures corrected, postures corrected, lengthened, strengthened, lengthened, strengthened. Very gently, open your eyes very slightly, close them. Open your eyes slightly, close them. Open your eyes midway, close them. Open your eyes midway, close them. Open your eyes fully, close them. Blink, blink. Turn to your right, keep blinking. Turn to your left, keep blinking. Look up, blink. Look down at your feet while you blink. Very gently twist from your torso, look behind and blink. Twist to the opposite side, look behind and blink. And returning here, rub your palms, wipe your head, wipe your hair, wipe your cheeks, wipe your neck, wipe your shoulders, wipe your arms, wipe your torso, wipe the sides of your hips, wipe the sides of your back, wipe your thighs, wipe your knees, And shake out your hands. Just shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your palms. Just shake your hands hard. Shake them hard. Harder, harder, harder. And relax. And relieved, and relaxed, 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 and have a full glass of water. Full glass. Sip it. Finish it. And now, everything that you mentioned, the body part that you were dealing with, the body part that was revealing the issue, the problem, the situation that was revealing the problem, think about that and now tell me what's on your mind. Gurpreet says feels calm. Wonderful. However intense it was before we began the call, how is it now? Is it even the same issue or is it something else? Do you already have an answer for what you're dealing with? Samiksha is calmer. Maria says feels lighter. And hi, what is your name? Says calm and confident. Prajakta is feeling lighter and Mona says not sensing the project. Now Yogita is feeling better. There's calmer, lighter. And Batul is also feeling calmer and confident. Namrata says feel have formed a warm relationship with everyone on the planet you have. Vas Angel is blank. Blank is not a bad thing. It just means the shift is so enormous that your mind has not been able to catch up yet. Kulpreet says suppressed emotions is the reason for breathlessness. Excellent. Excellent. And which emotion are you repressing, Kulpreet? Prajakta says pain is less, very less. Fantastic. Remaining pain removed. Vandana, Renu, even if you've joined the call late, take a look at what's going on in your life and tell me how big is it feeling right now. And Vas Angel says, saw us all being light, golden white light. We were and we are. And Trupti says, total blank and cool. Excellent. Excellent. We all have different stories, but we all have the same pain. We all have different stories, but we all have the same emotions. We all have a different story, but we have the same experience. Whatever it is that is going on with you right now, you are not alone. And not only are you not alone, whatever you're dealing with has to do with your family, your ancestors, and your past lives. Have another, at least half a glass of water, people. We are in silence. I wanted you to absorb that a bit. The fact that in our shared humanity is not just our happinesses, but also our sorrows, not just our celebrations, but also our grief. And in that shared humanity, everything we are dealing with has to do with our family, parents, siblings, ancestors, and our past lives. When we enter times where we are being asked to go within, as we are in this time of the solstice, within is the story we carry, the story of our families, ancestors, and past lives. And these stories, when you write down what you're dealing with today, that's part of the story. It's not just your story, it is a story you share. For example, one of the things that has come up as we looked at the situations that were being shared before we began the call proactively, one of the things was financial worries, financial instability, financial inconsistency. So, angst around money, money worries, money stresses. I am going to say 5 sentences, and I just want you to tell me how it makes you feel after that. Like Neha says, Neha, is that Neha or Neha? Neha says, need freedom from fear and relationship and money. So, fear of money. I'm going to put it down as, okay, you all tell me, which do you resonate with most? Is it money stress, money worries, money anxiety, money fears, money trauma? Which describes the money situation most right now? Money fear, money anxiety, money stress, money worries, money fear. Okay. We have gotten 2 money fears. Everybody else, get your vote in quickly. Which is the one that you would like to go with? Money stress, money worries, money trauma, money fear. I forgot the 5th one I said. Money trauma, money trauma, trauma. Trauma is winning as 3-2 with money fear. Let's go with money trauma. On a scale of 0 to 100, what is your money trauma right now? And I see that trauma, money trauma, and money fears are now running neck to neck, and both have 3 votes. All right, we will also take a look at money fears. Right now, take a note of your money traumas. What is the number? Alison has gone to 1,000. Okay. Absolutely fine. 100, 100, 100. Julia says 7 is money fear. Ankit has also come up with money fear. All right. Money fear is now winning 5-3. And the moment I said that, it also became money trauma. And 1,000 money fear. Okay. I'm going to change to money fear. And we will also do the same for money trauma. I just want you to hear me with what I have to say next. And again, this has to do with our shared humanity. It has to do with the fact that I showed up in a certain body, in a certain life, in a certain lineage, because I have things that I am able to do better for this lineage, for this family, for this ancestral line, and of course, for the clearing of my own past life karmas. Hear me and then tell me what the number is. I share my money fears with my family, ancestors, past lives, the world, and all humanity. I also release it on behalf of all of us. Healed, removed, cleared, cleansed for all of us. I invite the golden light of money in for all of us, my family, ancestors, past lives, the world, and all humanity. Receiving, 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 integrated. Have some more water, as much as you can. If you can have another glass, have another glass. If you can only have half a glass, have half a glass. If you can only have a few sips, have a few sips and tell me what is your number now. Also tell me what it was before. If you're blank, no number coming, tell me that as well. And Kulpreet says, from 100,000, it's 0. And for Carleen, how much was it, Carleen? It was 100%, it has become 0. Mona's was 70, has become 20. What took place right now, my lovelies? Can anybody tell me what just took place? Hang on. Let the question percolate in your mind. Let me do the next one for money trauma. Did I do money fears first? Yes. Let me do one for money trauma. I share my money trauma with my family, ancestors, past lives, the world, and all humanity. I release it on behalf of all of us. I now invite the golden white light of money for my family, ancestors, past lives, the world, and all humanity. Receiving, 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 integrated. And now check again. For those of y'all who identified with money trauma, how much is it? Trupti says from 9 to 4. Batul, what was it before? It has become 0. Namrata, from 100 to 60. Vandana, it was 10, now 5. Dr. Radha says 50 to 60, now 20. Ankit says 100 to 80. Carleen, 100 down to 0. And Kulpreet says breath is also getting better. Teresa says blank, no number coming. Absolutely fine. Transition is so rapid right now that the mind is not being able to give you an articulation for it. It's absolutely fine to be blank. Dana says before 35, now blank. Absolutely fine. Prajakta says 50. How much was it before? Samiksha says from 80 to 33. Jenny says became very sad when you started. Tell me why, Jenny. Complete the sentence. I became very sad with this realization because Prajakta was 90, it has become 50. Leena was 20, now at 2. And Dr. Radha is 0. What just took place? Past Angel was 80, it's come down to 40. What just took place, my darling? What did we really do right now? Why are some of us shifting slowly? Why are some of us shifting so rapidly? Yogita says from 100 to 0. Pulpreet says now we are filled with more light and everyone. Yes, build on it a little bit more. Julia says blank, still wondering where my summer blessings went. Where did they go, Julia? Complete the sentence. My summer blessings went because. Vas says anxious feeling gone. Superb. Namrata says feels a lot of pressure on my face and gums and have just a few more sips of water and check again. Ankit says from 100 to 30. Laila has gone from 10 to 6. Alison says we release what we are carrying for others. Beautiful. Tell me a little bit more. What just happened here? Money trauma is at a 50 from 100. Excellent. And Jenny says, as you ask, as you speak, tears are coming. Let them flow, Jenny. Let them flow. It is your grief that has not let you sleep peacefully, and your grief is coming from a lot of guilt. Kutsia, you've got stress and fear phobias. We'll take a look at it. Right now, please adjust to the flow. Please adjust to how the conversation is going. We'll definitely take a look at it. And Julia says, feel better now that you sang zero. And Laila says, slow shift due to fear. Excellent. Excellent. Yes, that is correct. Because fear is a paralyzer. The shifts that are slow are because there is a lot of anxiety. Samiksha says, lots of burps. Trupti's gone from 10 to 2 with money fears and money traumas. Carlene says we made money trauma impersonal. Actually, we made it more personal. I'll tell you how, Carlene. I'll tell you how. And Namrata says, disconnected from group consciousness of fear and trauma. And Maria says, I also feel pressure in my face and jaws and temples. And this is resentment and anger at having to give and not having gotten back. Maria, have a few sips of water. And Laila says, caring for ancestors. Trupti is absolutely fine. It's all down to 0. Bas has also come down to 28. Kulpreet says, we acknowledge and share our darkness with everyone and we clear ourselves and also which is connected. You're getting there, Kulpreet. I feel like only the words are missing, but you have understood. You know, my lovelies, because we do not recognize this connection with each other, because we do not recognize how 100% of everything we have, the good, the bad, the terrible, everything comes from our family, from our ancestors and our past lives. Therefore, the moment you're looking at a solution by yourself, without sharing the accountability with everybody else, including you from younger lives, including you from past lives, you have made it impossible to find the best solution for yourself. When you acknowledge that I am an expression of my family, my ancestors, my lineage, and my past lives, you now share and everybody releases along with you. The sentence was, I release on behalf of all of us. Every generation expresses louder. If you have it, your parents have it. If your parents have it, their parents have had it. If their parents have had it, their parents have had it. And because if we broke down everybody's family tree, I promise you, my darlings, however distant the tree might have to spread or however gigantic that tree would have to be, we are all connected with some common ancestor somewhere to each other. When I return, ask, realize this shared accountability, then number one, I don't have blame for just myself for what's taking place. Number two, I recognize that my guilt is all about me carrying the blame by myself because I thought only I have to make it happen. You don't. You can't. The burden of finding solutions, which is as much as the burden of carrying the burden, is also now not yours. You will get messages, insights, visions, dreams in the darkness, in the quiet, in the silence from those you have known, from the universe, from ascended masters, because now you are fully open. Anytime we have a problem, my darlings, something in us shuts down. We close. When we close, we have restriction. When we have restriction, pressure rises, stress rises, pain rises, illness rises. We're always meant to be open and flowing, 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 flowing. Maria says blockages are from past lives, but it's hard to get it unstuck because they protect me from having to experience being killed for their knowledge. women with healing powers, which is fantastic. And that is not a protection. That is so that you will not forget that you were killed for these powers. But it's not protection because it's pain, my lovelies. There is no pain in protection. What you're saying is, I will not let this go. I will not change until justice is done. I will not forgive what has happened to me. There is no pain in protection. Pain itself is not a protection. It is a reminder of something. It is a reminder to change direction. It is a reminder to take a step back and take a look at where you are right now. Let us do one for pain and let us see what happens, yes? Like Shah has also said, pain in the back of the head. Bharati says, feeling dejected, hopeless, nothing has changed so far. Time is passing by, so how can I expect wonderful things to show up? This keeps me in tension, and stress is also keeping me joyless. Absolutely, Bharati. You have understood everything that is in the way of your joy and your laughter and your happiness. And so much tension and pressure. Tension, by the way, if you've held tension chronically, it becomes pain. Let us do one for pain. And just tell me what happens. Stay hydrated, my lovelies. I share my many pains with my family, ancestors, past lives, the world, and all humanity. I now release it on behalf of all of us. In its space, I invite the gold, the light for my family, ancestors, past lives, the world, and all humanity. Receiving, 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 integrated. Give it a moment because pain is one of the darkest, densest, heaviest energies in the body. Give it a moment, have some more sips of water, and check and tell me. For those of y'all who've come in, even if you've come in for the first time, this call is part of a trilogy. There are 2 other calls we have done on spiritual wealth because as we're heading into 2023, which is all about spiritual wealth, there are many questions that will come up. What am I doing? Who am I? Why is it not working? Why do bad things happen to good people? We will start wanting to explore deeper. And therefore, there are some realizations we will have how it's freedom that makes us feel happy. How we may be chasing money for money without realizing that that never works. That the spiritual wealth that we all seek is connection. When I say I share this with my family, my ancestors, my past lives, the world and all humanity, I have opened to connection. I have opened to the flows of richness that comes when we have connections. When we did the breathing and we held hands, what did we do, my darlings? It was our connection that created that ball of gold and light. It was our connection that kept feeding it to make it bigger and bigger. Our connection changed something for Earth today. Carlene says, dissipating, almost gone. Ras Angel is feeling lighter. Shah says, feeling better. Pain seems to have shifted to the ears. What is happening with your pain? Bharti, check for the tension and stress in the body. Maria, check your pain. Maria says, became very emotional. Tears flow, but the pressure remains like a twisting feeling in the temples, but it feels a little lighter. Twisting is usually because it can't find a way out. Just very gently keep the tips of your fingers at your temple. Don't tap. Just keep it at your temple for like 3 seconds. Everybody, let us join Maria in doing this. Tips of your fingers, keep it at your temple. And just for 3 seconds, what I meant to say is, after 3 seconds, gently pull away like you're attached to it as a rubber band. So stretch stretch out, like you're stretching something out of your temples. So you're moving your palms away, move your palms away, and start shaking. Shake your palms out, like you're shaking out something, like you're jerking out something. Shake your palms, check your temples, have some water. Julia says, connection and feelings do get the blessings. Freedom is really what we crave and need. We do. And we will realize all this. We will have lots of spiritual wealth, conversations, work, healings, curings, transformations as we enter into January. In fact, next week, depending on how y'all are, if y'all are not very busy, we will also do the forgiveness call. But right now, let's take a look at everybody's pain. Anita says, lightness in my right leg and heat. Good. Heat is inflammation. There is always heat in pain. If there is heat coming out of your body and there was pain, I promise you, you will feel so much better. Alison says, had pain on soles of the feet. How is it now? You also mentioned pain in the knees. Alison? No, that was Anita. Sorry. Mona says, pain in the right thumb. Now it's gone. 0, 0. Lila says, is it Lila? Is it Leela? Lila says, I feel warm and sparkly emanating from my heart and third eye throughout my body. How beautiful is that? Your gold is flowing, Lila. Kulpreet says, feeling much better. My choky feelings are gone. Superb. Take a look. What is your problem now? Caroline says, strictly feet light and calm. Just tap your feet as well where you're sitting. If you want to stand and stretch, feel free to do so. What is the problem on your plate right now? Alison says, shifted to throbbing, dissipating rapidly. Fantastic. Kulpreet says, little tightness in the chest. Kulpreet, I just want you to very gently tap your chest where the tightness is. So on the tightness, just tap. Because everything is flowing, 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 flowing. I'm going to take a moment here to introduce you to the compound decree. We did compound decrees in the Millionaire Speak call. I think that was last month. And a compound decree is a decree that uses the power of more than one decree. What if you, your family, your ancestors, your past lives, the world, and all humanity is feeling better already? What if is a decree. For those of you all who are very new, we use what if as a statement, not a question. And already is another decree. What if I have this already? What if I have joy already? What if I have happiness already? What if I have no stress already? What if I have no tension already? What if I am fitter and finer already? What if every day in every way I am 100 times better and better and better and better and better? 100 times better and better and better every day and in every way now. So these are double, quadruple, n-tuple power-packed decrees because they're using more than one power statement. Jenny says pain has moved to right hip at the back. Jenny, can you, if it's not too painful, can you just very gently palm, like with your palm, just tap at the right hip on the back? And Bath Angel says tingly all over, slightly sleepy. Close your eyes. Stay connected to the call. Ankit says tingling in my left leg. Tingling means your nerves are opening up. Numbness is releasing. And Kulpreet's tightness is gone. And Yogita says pain in the right elbow and right shoulder, in the right shoulder blade. And check again, Yogita. And Julia says feeling calm, sudden minor pain, need to replenish my accounts. Lol, why not? Absolutely. Thank you so much, somebody who said 7. Please, you will definitely get a recording of this. And we had somebody absolutely new who wanted to look at stress and tension. How are you doing? I think Kutsia was your name. There's stress and fear phobia. How are you feeling right now? Hi, Jasmine from Germany. We will catch you on the replay. How nice that you joined us for as long as you could. Merry Christmas to you too. Namrata says feeling very cold. Namrata, blood sugar could be falling. Blood pressure could also be falling. Could you please eat something? And Samiksha is already feeling hungry. Please eat something, Samiksha. Kulpreet says my oxygen levels is a little unstable. My nails turning blue. Have water, Kulpreet. Eat something as well. Lie down if you need to. Poor circulation. Some of us brought up circulation of blood. I think Lena brought it up. Poor circulation in the body is poor connection outside. Poor circulation means parts of you are not connecting to each other. The blood flow is not equal everywhere. So everywhere is not receiving equally. The connection is weaker in some places and stronger in some places. Let's take a look at this lack of circulation or poor circulation. And now I'm going to say this a little differently. I share my strong circulation with my family, my ancestors, my past life, the world, and all humanity. On behalf of all of us, I strengthen this circulation now. I invite the gold, the light, for my stronger, brighter circulation for all my family, my ancestors, my past life, the world, and all humanity now. Kulpreet, Lena, check. Even if there's pain somewhere, check. Stress, tension, tightness somewhere, check. Julia says felt strong spasms when saying this. So Julia, there is some anxiety around connections. And this happens when we have learned that our connections only bring us pain, then we end up having the pain connections. And pain connections are connections that we can't avoid. We can't avoid having a connection with our family, our ancestors, and our past lives. And if there has been more pain than pleasure, if there has been more hurt than love, then what sets up is the pain connection. When we have a pain connection with each other, when I say each other, I mean whoever it is. Primarily it will be family, but whoever it is that we are having pain connections with, we then withdraw and shut down and close down, constrict, restrict, obstruct our openness to other connections. So if you're having a reaction to this, it is because there has been a pain connection and we are not sure that we can trust that there will be a happier, healthier, loving, nourishing, nurturing connection. Karin says feeling good and reconnected. Kulpreet says tightness in throat and dizziness because the blood flow must be going very, very strong right now. Kulpreet, tightness, dizziness, removed, cleared. Check. Neha says, my anxiety for my future is really making me weak. We will do one for anxiety as well. I also want to do one for stability because that was also a word that came up that came up more than twice, I think. Kutsia says, I just want to know how you're feeling right now, Kutsia. Kutsia says, I got fear phobia. On a scale of 0 to 10, Kutsia, where 0 is not at all and 10 is very high, how much is your fear phobia? It will heal, Kutsia, but I need to understand that you're understanding what I'm asking you to do. Ash says sleep issues. Why do you have sleep issues, Ash? Complete the sentence. I have sleep issues because, Jenny, this was a very sad emotion for you when we did begin the connection process, because all of these sentences are all connective sentences. They're all strengthening our connections. Is there a lot of sadness and grief in the connections you've had? How are you doing right now, Jenny? Anita says, getting dizzy at the back of my head. My mom has many years disease. Can this help clear my genetics? Absolutely. Anita, anything that's genetics coming down from the family, the decree of goodbye. Phenomenal. We have reversed magically things that the Western world of medicine has said there is no cure for. Just say goodbye. Goodbye, Meniere's disease. Say it 10 times every day. If you can say it twice a day, awesome. But just say it 10 times every day. Follow it with 1 glass of water before and after. And I promise you, and allow for the shifts to take place. Allow for whatever reactions happen in the body to happen. It will leave. The genetic program on this will shut down. And Julia also says anxiety around the future. We will do anxiety. Tell me about circulation. Kulpreet, check your nail. Check your dizziness now. And Lila says what you say about pain is so true. I find this is true with emotional pain. Absolutely. Emotional pain, mental pain, physical pain, spiritual pain, financial pain, sexual pain, elemental pain, connection pain. It is all pain. And Jenny says, feeling better for now? Good. Ash says, I have sleep issues since I was a child. Runs in the family. My mom had and my sisters have it too. Oh, so genetics. Ash, say goodbye, sleep issues 10 times. Have a glass of water before you say it. Have a glass of water after you say it. And keep with it. You will see great results within 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. Keep at it. Kulpreet says it's better now. The blue is getting lighter. I'm so glad. Let's take a look at anxiety for the future. I share my anxiety about the future with my family, my ancestors, my past lives, the world, and all humanity. I release it on behalf of all of us. I now bring in the gold, the light for my family, my ancestors, my past lives, the world, and all humanity now. Receiving, 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 integrated. What if there is no more anxiety already? And check. Ash says also feel tired and lethargic whole day. If you're not sleeping well, you will feel tired and lethargic the whole day. Get your sleep cycle in place. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Anytime we have any project, illness, unwellness, emotional project, not being able to sleep, being tired, I guarantee you are not having as much water as you need to have. Julia says goodbye. Money and physical illness, genetic pain. Absolutely. Stick to it. Thank you so much, Anita. To me, it is just amazing that we have gotten together to do this. How are we feeling about anxiety of the future? Kutsia, it has already been healed. Check how you are now. Ash says always been slim. Now want to reduce 12 kilos. Ash, first of all, I want you to flow with the conversation here. these fragmented, narcissistic points of view suddenly in the middle or requests in the middle tell me that your connection is very, very poor. When you have poor connection, you will also have poor connection with yourself. And therefore, your instructions to yourself will only work in limited ways. Stay with the conversation. The question that you have asked, there is a program coming up in January. Stay in touch. And Namrata says, can we take up struggles and denials, opportunities too? We will. And Ash, we have a fantastic solution for the body. There is one program going on right now. We have 9 more days of this program. But you know what? Come for the Jan program. Let this one get over. And Carlene says, here, and Sujata says something for high blood pressure, please. Absolutely. But first tell me, how is the anxiety about anxiety for the future? How are you feeling about the future now? And clearly, I need some water myself, so give me a moment. Cheers, everybody. Those who brought up anxiety for the future, how is it? Like Julia, how are you feeling? I think Julia's call dropped. Little calmer, trusting the integration. Superb. Superb. Somebody else brought up anxiety for the future. In fact, I feel like a bigger layer of anxiety is showing. Everybody, check on money anxiety, relationship anxiety, physical anxiety. Physical anxiety is I'm anxious about my health or I'm anxious about my body shape and size. Just check. Carlene feeling optimistic about the future. Shruti says I've been thin. Now I've put on 15 kilos, trying my level best to reduce, but it is not happening. Shruti, you too. Stay in touch. Be on the email list. Be on the Facebook group. We have something coming up in January. So it's not very far away. Yes, relationship and money anxiety. Shruti, check your anxiety as well. I'm seeing the layer only become bigger right now. Let me do another round for anxiety. And everybody check on high blood pressure, struggle and denial, tired and lethargic. Also check what happens in your body if you are looking at excess weight. Neha says not clear about the future. Samiksha says money anxiety. And yes, feeling a lot less sleepy, says Vas Angel. Awesome. And there is some health anxiety. Let's take a look at this. I share my many anxieties with my family, my ancestors, my past lives, the world, and all humanity. I release it now on behalf of all of us. I release it now on behalf of all of us. I release it now on behalf of all of us. I invite the gold, the light for my family, ancestors, past lives, the world, and all humanity now. What if we are already the opposite of anxiety now? And check whether it's physical anxiety, money anxiety, health anxiety, relationship anxiety, how much is it now? And Anita, yes, absolutely. That is also relationship anxiety, Anita, which is about being alone. And this particular season brings this up quite a bit. Kulpit says, what if the body is getting warmer? You're releasing anger. And Mona says 0. Samiksha says boom, feeling released and relaxed. And Carlene says going, gone. How is everybody else doing? Ash, how are you feeling about your body? Shruti, how are you feeling about your body? Kulpreet, oxygen level is at 88. Is that good? And heart rate 49 cannot be good with oxygen on. Kulpreet, I'm just doing one for raising oxygen levels. All of us may not need it, but if you do, you will also receive. Doing another one for circulation, because oxygen also has to do with circulation. I share my poor circulation, my lack of circulation, my lessened circulation with my family, my ancestors, my past lives, the world, and all humanity. I release this lack and poverty of circulation on behalf of all of us. I release it on behalf of all of us. I release it on behalf of all of us. I invite the gold, I invite the light for my family, my ancestors, my past lives, the world, and all humanity now. What if I am already circulating better? What if I am already flowing better? What if I am already better? What if I am better already? 100 times better circulation every day in every way now. Every day in every way, I am circulating 100 times better now. 100 times better now. 1,000 times better now. Million times better now. Trillion times better and better and better now. Have some water. Check how you're feeling. Thank you for being with us for as long as you could, Katie. We will catch you on the replay. Merry Christmas to you too. And Kulpreet says, amazing. My level came up. Superb. Superb, superb, superb. Last angel says warmth and solar plexus. That will be anger. Could also be shame. But it's leaving. What you are seeing, what you're experiencing is what is leaving. Ash says getting lots of burps. Good. And I see that the layer of anxiety is now halved. Let's give it one more minute. Let me see if it drops any further or if it needs another set of instructions. While the anxiety layer work is continuing, I want to tell you, my darlings, about this pain connection, about the trauma bonding. And this happens when we have the wound of abandonment. The wound of abandonment, the fear of being abandoned, makes us attach to those who are not healthy for us, who are not good for us. We don't know any better as children. So even if we had parents who were not available for us emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, we will still attach to them, setting up a pain bond, a pain connection. And a pain connection makes us have a tendency towards pain, have a tendency towards situations that give rise to a lot of pain, have a tendency to jobs that give rise to a lot of pain, have a tendency, increase our tendency to attract partners and soulmates that give us a lot of pain and hurt. This pain connection, which we do not have right now with each other, this pain connection then becomes the way that our heart loves in the world. Meaning, if somebody shows up and they don't bring me pain, then I will bring them pain. Because my connection is now forged in the fire of pain. We want to change this. The more the pain, the more the wounding of abandonment, the poorer the circulation, the lesser the connection, and the more the cellulite. Isn't it amazing? Check, my darlings. In whatever you have understood about the fear of connection or the pain of connection and the pain connection, just check Do you have quite a bit of cellulite? Standard areas for cellulite: belly, upper arms, buttocks, hips, thighs. We rarely have cellulite in our forearms. We rarely have cellulite in our calves. Women are more prone to cellulite because we feel the abandonment more. Judy says, I came to my daughter's city to the hospital to sit through her surgeries and now be her caretaker while she's in a wheelchair, both legs and calves for the next 2 weeks, and we are isolated, taking one day at a time, the two of us. What if we are fine already? What if we are fine already? What if we are safe already? What if we are supported already? What if we can move on already? What if we are moving on already? Maria says, every morning when I wake up, I think to myself, I have the strength and energy to last the whole day. I'm in harmony and balance. I have patience towards all I meet. Also think I am thin, flexible in the body. All excess fat has been melted away. Have been doing this for 1 year, 1 month. Jenny says, not so much, which is extraordinary, Jenny. What amazing skin you have. What amazing support you have. Thighs for the cellulite, says Val. Belly and chest, says Kulpreet. Mona says, skinny legs. Now I understand why. And Kutsia says, I got fear of being alone, but feeling relaxed now. Good, good. You're already healing. It is taking place. Ash, how's the burping? Shruti, how are you feeling in the body and about the body? Samiksha says, thighs and hips. In our current flatter belly program going on and flatter belly challenge that's going on, we have a warm-up. So we do a warm-up before we do our workout with words. By the way, it's just words. We don't do anything else. We don't have a diet. We don't have an exercise. We don't have any lifestyle changes. We're just working out with words. And our bellies are flatter. Our hips are slimmer. Our clothes are fitting better. It is just mwah. In that, Mandy, like, we're using the warm-up in a certain way. And she brought up using the same warm-up for cellulite, and it was amazing. It was extraordinary. Like, the moment we did this with the cellulite, the skin was smoother. The skin was better. Like, while we did it, as we did it, in the minute after we did it. So within minutes and days, there is a difference in the cellulite. And because cellulite has to do with being deflated, and why do we get deflated? When our connections don't nurture us. Cellulite has to do with excess fat not being metabolized. Why do we have that? Anger at how our relationships and connections have been, that have not been acknowledged and processed, healed and forgiven. Cellulite makes our skin dimple, makes us feel unattractive. Why? Because we don't feel safe in our connections with men. There's a lot going on in cellulite, my darlings, and therefore right now, before I do the global connective statements around the wound of abandonment and the pain connection, I just want us to see what happens when we do the work for releasing cellulite. So everybody, if you're in a safe enough place and you can take a look at where this is in your body right now, awesome. If you can't, it's not safe, you're wearing clothes, even then, check after you've gone back to a safe place and can see this part of your body. So whichever part of your body is having the maximum cellulite, keep one palm on it. You can keep your left palm, you can keep your right palm. Either way is fine. You want to keep both palms, like if it's your belly, you can keep both palms on sides of the belly. If it's your thigh, you can clasp your thigh, like one palm can be on one side of the thigh, the other palm can be on the other side of the thigh. If it's your upper arm, you can't use both palms. You'll have to use one palm. So you'll put one palm at the upper arm area, and you will just say 6 times, only 6 times, you will say uncellulite, 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 un, cellulite, uncellulite. And Mandy says, cellulite on my thighs and have to trust first to connect on a deep level. Superb. Cellulite also carries distrust. Cellulite carries blame of the self or others. Cellulite carries a lot of judgments. Life is like this, money is like this, people are like this, my body is like this, my country is like this, my government is like this. Judgments are when we cannot move beyond how we are thinking about something. A judgment is always a fixed, rigid, inflexible decision. Kulpreet says stomach sucked in. Mandy says cellulite is improving since the decrease. Superb. Neha says no cellulite in my body, want to increase fat. I would say change that to want to increase muscle, want to increase muscle power. Muscle power increased, muscle development increased, lean muscle activated, 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 activated. Ash says I felt heaviness in stomach as if it's an object. Good, good, that's anxiety. Ash, it's anxiety that's causing the weight gain. Anita, did you clasp either your thighs or the upper arms, and were you able to do it? Anybody who can check right now, please go and check this area right now. Uncellulite, all cellulite, the patterns of consciousness creating cellulite, everything stored in cellulite, uncellulite, all cellulite. I share my cellulite with my family, ancestors, past lives, the world, and all humanity. I now release it on behalf of all of us. I now release it on behalf of all of us. I now release it on behalf of all of us. I invite the gold, the light for my family, ancestors, past lives, the world, and all humanity now. Anita says, yes, I clasped my thighs and they look smoother. Isn't this amazing? Everybody, can we all just agree that there is nothing faster than the decrease? Can everybody give me a resounding yes in capital and 75,000 exclamation marks, please? Awesome. Thank you, Nishi. Thank you, Mona. Thank you, Kulpreet. Julia says, feeling really hot, Julia. It is anger. Maria, thank you, Maria. Julia says, oh my God, judgment indeed. Been judging the British, Meghan, and I've noticed the leg. Best, gotta let it go. And Meghan, I'm assuming you're meaning Meghan Markle. Ash says, saw a chain broke, and when you ended, I saw light coming from big torch. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Rukhsana. Thank you, Smriti. Thank you. How amazing, right? And also, how amazing is our body that I can just give the instruction and see the result for myself in less than a minute. Imagine doing this consistently. By the way, this is part of the work that we're doing right now in the Flatter Belly Challenge. How cool is this, right? Now, everything that the cellulite is carrying for you will start breaking down. Like Julia says, feeling really hot. There's anger in the cellulite. There can also be shame in the cellulite because there is an unattractiveness to cellulite, where we have increased the cellulite so that we are not attractive towards men anymore, and vice versa, where we are not attractive sexually anymore, where we do not attract sexual predators anymore. When there has been quite a bit of sexual abuse, cellulite also increases. And Julia says, as the body hears and sees, yes. And Julia, the body sees and hears even when we don't speak. Go within. When you go within, you will see your body is carrying everything you have thought of, felt, ever in all your lives. Ash says, can we get these decrees so we can say it regularly? Absolutely, you will get this call replay. And to have access to the daily decrees, there is the current program, but hang in there. Do what you can from this call, because I know that the season coming up, we've got Christmas, we've got New Year, our attention will go elsewhere. So, January's program, be there, my lovelies. Work out with words. We will sweat, we will perspire, and we will see the difference in our body shape, size, and weight ultimately. But first, shape and size, smoothness of skin, activity, energy levels, vitality levels, everything will become better and better. 100 times better, 100 times better, 1,000 times better, 1,000 times better, million times better, million times better, trillion times better, and better, and better. And Nishi says, the decrees are my BFF. I love it. And Julie says, Wrinkly, I know you worked with me, lost Ray carrying ancestral body shape. So, wow, body, my skin is great. And Julia, just put on the wrinkles as well and just say unwrinkle. All wrinkles. Unwrinkle. Unwrinkled. Unwrinkling. Just do it, Julia, and check. And Sally says, nothing better than the decrees. And Kulpreet says, mine to Nish. Nom, 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 nom. And Yogita says, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Julie. And yes, everybody has said yes to the fact that there really is nothing faster. Nothing faster in application. Nothing faster in results. All we need is the consistency. Keep with the program. And now, down to the one wound, the wound of abandonment that gives rise to pain connections, and how these pain connections become the way that we work in the world. Either we will attract pain or painful situations or painful people. How many of us know people who are a pain in our neck? How many of us know people who are a pain in our bum? And Dr. Radha says, yes, to becoming slimmer versions of us in 2023. Absolutely. In fact, you know what? Before I do the wound of abandonment, let me do one for excess weight, and let us see how that makes us feel. I'm sure Ash and Shruti will be very happy with this. All right, my darlings. Listen, receive, react, release. I share my excess weight with my family, ancestors, past lives, the world, and all humanity. I release it on behalf of all of us now. I now release it on behalf of all of us. I now release it on behalf of all of us. I invite the light for my family, my ancestors, my past lives, the world, and all humanity 100 times more now. Which part of your body is already working out? Dana says stomach. Priti says upper abs. Gurpreet says my butt. Ash says breast. Wanted to reduce them. So self-consciousness in there. Shame, embarrassment. You can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now. Anita says, I felt that in my throat. Interesting. And Dr. Radha says, oh yes, I had one. Which one did you have, Dr. Radha? Carlene says, my heart. And Julia says, legs. All right, everybody, up on your feet and just stamp your feet. Stamp, stamp, stamp your feet. Stretch your hands up. Deep breath in through the nose. Fill your lower belly. Let your breath reach your groin. And exhale through the mouth. And while exhaling, bring your arms down. Sit down again. Let us take a look at the wound of abandonment. I share my wound of abandonment with my family, my ancestors, my past lives, the world, and all humanity. I release it, I heal it on behalf of all of us now. I now release it, heal it on behalf of all of us now. I heal it, I release it on behalf of all of us now. I now release it, heal it on behalf of all of us. I invite the light for my family, my ancestors, my past lives, the world, and all humanity. 100 times more now. Receiving, 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 integrated. Ah, yes. Dr. Radha was responding to, all of us have that one person who's a pain in the neck, pain in the bum, pain connection shows up. In 2023, the ways that we connect, the ways that we experience life, the ways that we experience God, the way that we experience the universe, the relationship with ourselves and the universe will start becoming very important to us. How then we define words like value and worth, self-expression, safety and protection will also start getting redefined. And because both of these will start getting redefined, how we relate to money will also get redefined. And Julia says, pain hip. Julia, just with your palm, can you just pat it if that's okay? If it's not so painful, just pat it. It will release. And Priti says, great release on abandonment. Superb. Ash says, I felt irritation in my throat. I trust it's gone. Now take a look at the problem you brought to the call. Can you even remember what it was? Gurpreet says, I'm feeling so healthy now. Fantastic. Superb. And Batul says, no. But the mind is the mind, and it works a certain way. Is a new problem showing up? Is there an answer on the existing problem? Every time we have something we're dealing with, because our tendency is the connection, and that's what we all seek. We love to be connected to each other. We love to be connected with the world. Like we are happiest, safest, most content, fulfilled, and satisfied on the days we have this sense of connection. It excites us, it stimulates us, it motivates us, it makes us get out of bed. If I told you that your connections were going to be 1,000,000 times better and better every day in every way, how would you get out of bed in the morning? You'd be so much happier, right? There's a freedom to the healthy, love, light connection. When we start releasing the trauma bond. Bass Angel says, mind forgot what the main problem was. Excellent. Superb, superb, superb. How is the sense of pain in the body, if at all any? Before you tell me the answer to that, whenever we're dealing with something, and that something is different for all of us. For Julia, it's a big thing. Her daughter was in an accident. She's now in hospital. The future looks like a lot of work and effort will be required to have life return to normal. Maybe for some of us, it is that it's holiday season and our house help has gone. Maybe for some of us, it is that we would love to do much more, but our health is not permitting us. Maybe for some of us, it is that we are dealing with loss and grief. Maybe for some of us, it is that we're hoping to meet someone. Whatever it is that is the nature of the current issue and problem, because we are heart-based, the patriarchal system has taken us away from this heart-basedness, but we are heart-based. All of us are driven by how we feel. I want you to complete this sentence. And the sentence I want you to complete is, I am full of, I am full of, excellent. Gurpreet says love, Ash says I'm full of love. And Julie says this is huge, I just found some bottled water. Finally, I was thinking I was doing so much better handling all this until I just repeated that abandonment, release and need to cry. I'm so glad, Julie, so glad. Julia says, barely remember the problem. Anger, cellulite wrinkles on the leg is eye-opening. Awesome, awesome. I'm full of love, joy, and peace. I'm full of joy. I'm full of blessings. I'm full of love. I'm full of gratitude. Excellent. Because when you're full of this, your heart is open. You're open to connection, and your connections will bring you the best solutions, the best resources, the best support systems, the best answers, the best sleep, and the best dreams. Because, my lovelies, our nights have become longer. We should sleep better, dream better, and wake up more rested, more refreshed, and more looking forward to the day. I love that the answer is, I am full of love, I'm full of joy, I'm full of gratitude, I'm full of peace. There is nothing you cannot solve and sort when you're full of these. For quick measure, because Mercury will go retrograde next week, Uranus is also retrograde, and they're both our mental planets. So we also want to make sure that we are absolutely grounded. Complete the sentence. I am grounded in, I am rooted in, I am anchored in. I am grounded in love. I am rooted in my existence. Beautiful. I am centered in. I am rooted in peace. I am grounded in love. I am rooted in peace. I am centered in. I am grounded in divine connection. I am centered in. I am full of. These not only will change how your holiday season is going to go, it is also going to change how you're going to ride the usually disruptive, distressing wave of Mercury retrograde coming up. I'm grounded in love, rooted in divine connection, and full of love. I'm centered in divine wisdom. I am peacefully centered. I am centered in God. Fantastic, fantastic. I'm full of I'm full of the decree, says Gulpreet. Love it, love it, love it. And Laila says, full peace. I'm grounded in love. I'm grounded in love, rooted in peace, full of divine consciousness. I'm rooted in peace. I'm rooted in my faith in the divine. Gabriel says, had quite some challenges. My husband had an accident, almost broke his neck. I'm so sorry. Removed, cleared, which made me contract, lots of friction at my current job, which does not fulfill me. Changed. Gabriel, change. Tell me the next sentence that comes as I say change. Change. And Julia says, lol, yes, full of the decrees. Yes, to that. Because decrees are the language of light. And they work at the speed of light. And they bring in light fastest as well. For light, for love, the decrees are Bay, rooted in confidence in our divine. Gabriel, you must be part of a group right now because we have come to the end of our call. So I just want to have a quick check with you. Everybody else, my lovelies, I wish you such an amazing time today for Christmas, for New Year's. I wish you lots of fun and pleasures and joys and laughter and partying and taking care of your health as well as being connected to everybody who shows up. That you receive everybody with warmth, with good cheer, with great intentions, amazing food, awesome drinks, and just general bonhomie all around. Like the ha ha ha, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm just staying back to check on how Gabrielle is doing. Please carry on, my darling. Big love, big hug. Always drink lots of water. Be nice to yourself. And see you soon on our forgiveness call next week. Thank you so much, Nishi. Thank you so much for posting the Facebook group. Gabrielle, we have a forgiveness call next week. But just how are you feeling right now about your tension and your stress with your husband and job? And I do remember this job you manifested with such aplomb. You manifested a role, you manifested the amount you wanted. It was just amazing. I remember we were on a call and things that happened that very day and then they just got better. So let's take a look at what is happening. Talk to me a little bit more, Gabrielle. Everybody else, please feel free to carry on. Feel free to stay as well as if you like. I'm grounded in scenic drives. I'm rooted in maternal determination. I'm centered in faith. Julie, what are you full of? Fantastic. Thank you, Susan. Gabrielle, haven't heard back from you yet. All right. With so much love and gratitude and affection, letting everybody carry on with their days. Namaste from India and see you next week.